Radical.
Very quickly, I want to add this to this recording without taking away from the recording you're about to hear. I want to add this. Just give me a minute. What happened was LeBron James basically stole the MVP from Steph Curry. You know what happened? Well, the media voted for the MVP of these Olympics, but it is a fraud vote. They cooked it up, made sure LeBron won this because, you see, Brian Windhorst, part of the media, revealed that 2 games before the end of the Olympics, the voting started for the MVP. What the fuck? Does that make any sense whatsoever? Why would you have the MVP voting start before the end of the Olympics? It's not like the regular season in the NBA. It's not like that because you have the regular season and the playoffs. The Olympics don't work like that. This is a MVP vote for the best player, the most valuable player in the Olympics. Well, it's kind of inconvenient for LeBron James winning this fraud vote. Not that he didn't play good. He played good, but Steph Curry played great. Maybe not all the games. Maybe not all the games, some people might argue. But he played great when it mattered. He brought it home for the team when it mattered. When it mattered, in the gold medal game specifically, at the end, they were double-teaming Steph Curry. They weren't guarding LeBron. They were double-teaming Steph Curry. He was that deadly from 3. He brought it home for the team. LeBron James has a fraud MVP. So when people look back on it, sadly, they're going to point to that as one of the reasons he's better than Jordan. One of the accolades he has over Jordan. But it's a fraud accolade. He's a fraudulent MVP. Even if he had played the very best, better than Curry those last 2 games, it still would have been fraudulent because the voting started, like I said, before the last 2 games. It's absolutely mind-boggling that would happen. Okay, on to the original upload, the original recording. Hey, sometimes you show up late, but it's better that you show up eventually. Anthony Edwards had a tweet. Anthony Edwards had a tweet about Steph Curry that he just showed up to the Olympics 2 days ago. Steph Curry was not playing well in the first games in the Olympics. He was, I think, 5 for 20 from 3, which is not him. That's just not Steph Curry. But he found his groove. He found his rhythm. And in the last 2 games, he put up command performances. In fact, in the game follow-up to the gold medal game, playing against Jokic of Serbia, he actually almost broke the record for most points scored by an Olympic basketball player. I think Carmelo Anthony still has a record, but he almost broke that record. And in the last 3 minutes, under 3 minutes of the gold medal game, it was pure Chef Curry. Chef Curry was serving him up, baby. The last 2 minutes, 58 seconds of the game, he had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 huge three-pointers to seal the deal for America. A lot of people say Steph Curry is not clutch. They will point to a couple different games in the past. But I think after this, he puts it to rest. He puts it to bed. Any criticism that he is not absolutely clutch. This is a game where I don't think LeBron was playing his best. I think he only had 2 points in the fourth quarter. Now, many people would be pointing to the last three-pointer, not only as impressive, but quite possibly one of the top 10 greatest basketball shots of all time, considering the situation, considering what's on the line. He was so hot. He was so hot and on fire. Basically, Kevin Durant, he had his hands on his hips at the end. LeBron and Durant, as great as they are, as great as they have been, they deferred to Steph Curry. It was his day. It was his day to shine. They were just watching him in awe. And that last 3 will go down in history as one of the greatest three-pointers of all time. Not only was it his 4th, out of 4 in under 3 minutes. Not only was he fading away to hit that three, which is a tough three, but he had not one, but two defenders slacking off of LeBron and Kevin Durant on him, guarding him. And he still almost swished that shot. For any other player, for any other basketball player, you would criticize them if they attempted that shot. But we're talking about Steph Curry. He normally makes half-court shots just playing around. I think he made one three-pointer all the way from the tunnel where they come out. The man is just the greatest shooter we have ever seen. He might be the greatest shooter of all time for a long time. But he's getting older. I think he's like 36 now. LeBron's 40. Kevin Durant's got to be about 36. This could be the last meaningful basketball game either one of them play. And it was all about them. It was all about that trio of players. So it's a beautiful thing. You could possibly have the end of an era right here. Unless maybe those players start to, team up and get together on the same NBA team. I don't really think Durant, LeBron, or Steph Curry has another championship in their future in the NBA. So this could very well be the end of an era for those three players. So it's great that they actually won the gold medal. It used to be kind of a foregone conclusion in the Olympics that the American basketball team was the best, but not anymore. I mean, the best players in the NBA are Jokic, who I think, I don't know if he has an argument for being the MVP of the Olympics, but they looked at the stats and he has the best stats in the Olympics. And then you have Luka. You have Luka and you have Jokic, who are usually in the running with each other for the MVP every single year. Those are the best players in the NBA right now. So the rest of the world is catching up to American basketball. And who knows, by the time it rolls around again, the next Olympics, America might not win the gold medal.